Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here, live from Allendale's trading floor. It is April 14th, 2011. Quite an interesting day today. We'll start off here with the grains. You had old crop corn here, the nearby May and July contracts only down about a half cent. You had new crop actually up 10.5. So a lot of spread unwinding there. The old crop, new crop spread for corn starting to unwind. Still looking at more than $1 though, old crop over the new crop. But you do have concerns out here that the weather over the next 7 to 10 days. We've got a lot of rain coming across the Midwest. You've got snow up north potentially, so colder weather there. We're going to start playing the planning delay game. Weather typically is almost always bullish and always has a bullish spin to it. And as far as new crop, you're starting to get that. Now we've got such a discount to this to old crop. You've got traders looking at that saying, hey, maybe the risk is more in this new crop yet. We don't get the crop in the ground, or what if we don't get planted, or what if it rains too much, or whatever the scenario may be, that may be supportive here on new crop. So not surprised to see here going into this weekend with rain potentially down on LaSalle Street. We'll see if we're going to continue to carry this new crop higher. And it does seem like we could. We came close to the highs here for December corn. With a little bit strength here tomorrow, we're going to come into some new highs and may even close the week out into new highs, which will be friendly as we move forth in the next week. Beans today rallied quite a bit off the lows, down almost 18 cents at one point, finishing only 2.5 lower. So we found a nice recovery here today for beans. You still have Brazil's harvest pressure going on, but you still have concern there as well. And I think traders are looking at the huge pullback here for beans, looking at how we have held this long-term uptrend for beans yet, and may end up trying to support this if we're going to see corn supported as well. The wheat market, though, under a little bit of pressure. Talk of all this rain dipping down into the plains, may end up seeing better conditions here for wheat. But wheat down 12.25 cents today, so it did find some pressure, and we did find some selling there, and it was pressured here all day as far as the wheat. But some of the outside markets, the surprising thing, like I mentioned, we were lower today in the grains overall, except for new crop corn. But crude oil, when I sat down this morning, crude oil was down. We're right now $1.35 higher on the session. We're almost $2.50 off our lows today, sitting back at 108.42. There is some concern out there in the Middle East again. Talks of Libya with disruptions there. So you've got renewed possibilities here of conflicts going on in the Middle East that is now supporting the energy markets yet again after that significant pullback we'd seen earlier this week. The dollar, though, kind of helping things out, down 30 cents here today. We did have new lows here for the dollar for this move, and that was an outside day down today on the charts. Very negative for the dollar, especially on a close where it currently is. But it's you look at these outside markets, crude oil sharply higher with the dollar down. Typically, that's supportive on grains. Wasn't so much the case here today. Metals as well. Gold up $18, puts that at $14.73. We had a high earlier in the week at $14.78. So we did not quite break into new highs here just yet today, but does look very strong after the move. You do have guys coming in, still looking at the metal market here as an investment and continuing to push things higher. Silver up 156, so $1.56 higher, puts that at $41.88. We had a high here earlier this week at $41.99. Much like the gold, we are near the highs. We come in, punch through here tomorrow, may find some more strength to end out the week, but a very strong day as far as the metals today. Some of the soft markets taking a break today. Sugar down 35. We are in a downtrend right now for sugar. We're holding a long-term uptrend right here, but with sugar, it does look pretty weak at this point. Technically, we've taken out some support areas and may see a further pullback. A lot of the soft markets end up watching the dollar here, and it's with the dollar being down like it was today, we just didn't find that support. Cotton down 264 as well. Took out some very technical points for cotton. This trend that we've had, a short-term uptrend that we've been in, we've taken that out and actually closed below that. So we may see some further selling here as we finish out the week. In the livestock, fat cattle here up about 87 in the Junes. Feeders up about $1 today, with the hogs up about $1.40. So livestock still finishing or closing pretty strong. And that's a little different from the way it looked this morning. A lot of things were lower this morning. Then it came out here that Texas traded at 119 today. We feel that's kind of confirming this bullishness may be running its course. But last week we had seen trades at 123 to 124. But the supportive thing looking at this was export sales today of beef. We exported about 19,000 tons of beef, and half of that went to Japan. We had 10,000 of that go to Japan, which is talking about the demand potentially coming back in this market and keeping things strong. So we did finish higher today with that news. So we'll see if that continues here for the week as well. But as always, feel free to give us a call with any questions that you guys might have. You can reach us here at 800-262-7538, or we're always there on the web at allendale-inc.com. Have a great day today. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Take care.